Yo, what's poppin'? This is your man WooTheHousecat, HipHopDiaries.com, and I'm standing here with one of the legends in hip hop, my man, DJ Mike Nice.
You don't got my name right?
Yo, DJ Mike Nice, king of the crates, baby. What's poppin', Mike?
What's going on?
Yo.
My man can't get my name right.
Yo, it was an accident, man. It's called a typo.
That's
Mike, man. What's been poppin', man? What's been going on?
Chillin', man. Life's been good, bro. Just another day in the life of Mike Nice, man. You know, just maintaining, digging for beats, digging for rare records. Same old same, man. Try to get back on the production game.
For the people that don't know, tell them how you got started in hip hop and who you work with. Just work with a lot of legendary people, and we got time, so this is what we do. Get it in.
Basically, must have been like around 91, 92.
He's giving our age away, but we're gonna say his age,
right.
not my age, his age.
So it must have been like around 91, 92. I really got heavy into the DJing. I went to Severian High School out in Brooklyn and shit. And I used to chill with this cat Howie, and he had a boy named Joey who had some equipment up in the crib. And so I used to go chill at Joey's spot and just mess around on the equipment and shit. But it wasn't like I really want to start cutting and stuff like that. So I used to play baseball and football.
Right.
So I blew out my knee playing football and shit like that. It was November 31st of 91. Right. I remember I fucked up my knee the day before playing football.
He didn't mean to curse, so all you kids watching, tell your parents to bleep that part out.
So it ends up happening now. The only reason why I remember this shit is because I'm like a huge old school WWF fan.
All right.
And Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair were fighting for the first time at Madison Square Garden.
All right.
So with the ripped up knee and shit, I ended up hobbling to the Garden. Like I ended up finding out that I tore the anterior cruciate ligament in the knee. I walked on that shit the whole night. And on to the next day and stuff. So it was shortly after that, like I was laid up. I didn't think I was gonna play sports no more and everything like that. And I asked my grandpa, I said, Grandpa, I want turntables. So my grandpops literally bought me two Technique SL 1200s. I still got my Techniques. Them shits.
So the original 12s?
Original 12, 1200, the silver joints, not the 1210s, the black ones, the original 1200s. I still got them joints.
Okay, I got a pair too.
Now the shit about the 1200s, if you buy 1200 Techniques, you will never have to replace them. Shits is built to last.
If for all of you dudes out there that think you DJs, if you know what 1200s are, do your homework, baby. CDJ's not what's popping. WooTheHousecat, Mike Nice said so.
And we used vinyl.
Right. Oh, yeah. We used vinyl back then. Yeah. We used the circular disc vinyl. We're not even gonna get into that. Anyway, go ahead. Finish telling the story.
So I started DJing and shit, you know. And basically I was just doing like little mixtapes and shit like that. Nothing. How would I say, street ready at that time. This was all like in the house, fucking learning how to blend and shit like that. So pretty much maybe about like a year later after practicing and shit, start building up my little record collection and stuff. Now I had mad old records from back in the day from my parents and shit.
It's got a lot of records, man.
That's it.
They call him the king of the crates for a reason. It's got a lot of records. A lot of records, man. Grandma's house, loaded. Go ahead.
So what ends up happening is, so now I'm starting to build up this thing now. It was always, where I was in Brooklyn, I grew up in, like, what do they basically call it? Not Bay, like Bensonhurst. I grew up on 16th.
Bensonhurst, where Spike Lee did the movie, Do the Right Thing. Right, go ahead.
Matter of fact, Out for Justice, they filmed over there.
Okay.
So I grew up in Queens.
All right.
But when I was 4, I moved to Brooklyn.
So you're a Queens dude transplanted into Brooklyn.
Right. Born in Jamaica, Queens.
All right.
Ozone Park.
Into Brooklyn.
Right.
Gotcha.
79, moved to BK.
All right.
Now, so I'm in Brooklyn and shit. And now the thing where I was, there really wasn't any good record spots and shit like that. So I used to have to like travel into the city and get my records. And
hip-hop fan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, if you throw them out something they blow up.
Yeah, well.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go ahead.
So basically, after a while, I think it was like 93, like my mom remarries and shit like that. We moved out to Gravesend, Brooklyn, Sheepshead Bay and shit. And right across the street from the Sheepshead Projects was Upstairs Records.
I remember Upstairs.
Okay?
I remember Upstairs.
So this is like 93, 94. And the funny shit was, I was a ballsy little son of a bitch. I walk in there and I'm looking at all these fucking records on the wall. I was like, this guy's got shit in here. Like it really was like they didn't have to pop and stuff. So the owner, Ike, comes from around the corner. He says, if you think you can make a difference, you can start Monday. Started on Monday. And within like about 4 months, like they grew me as like a salesman. So I was selling SP 1200s, 1210s, this and that. So Charlie's like, he's like, Mike, you're suffering with the vinyl. I was like, yo, put me in charge. He put me head of the urban music. So I rocked that from like 94 to 2001. And that's like basically where the King of the Crates legacy basically, because it was like at Upstairs, anybody that knows the hip hop history knows the Source magazine, still around today. But Upstairs, we used to have the full page.
This was the Source before XXL, before
This is
Don
when the
Diva.
Source was the hip hop magazine. This was the Bible.
It was the Bible, and this was before the internet. I mean, the internet was the internet, but there was no sites like the HipHopDiaries.com. There was no World Star. There was not all hip hop. Source magazine was the Bible of hip hop.
And Rap Pages.
Right, Rap Pages.
And Right On.
And Right On was the original 1970 magazine, for those that don't know.
So needless to say, Upstairs, we used to take out these big full-page ads in the Source, and we have all the vinyl that we had. And shit. So what ends up happening is I'm in charge of urban marketing and shit like that. So now we used to get all the label reps used to come in. So it was like the job was cool. Basically, I got all the free promo shit from people and shit like that. And I built a relationship with all different labels, so I became an A-list DJ. And I would get like the white label before, like there was a promo, and then first there was the white label, then it was the promo, and then it was the actual retail.
For those that don't know what white labels are, they used to have record pools back in the day, and record pools were the places where DJs, especially hot DJs, because you had to have a residency.
You had a residency.
They would give out white labels that didn't have anything on the label.
Test press first.
Test press, and then the white label to the DJs. And the DJ back in the day used to break that record, and that's what Mike is talking about.
So basically, we used to get shit early, and then the other stuff was, you build a repertoire with a lot of the label reps, so you start getting hit off with demos. And that's how I became like the demo man.
Who's the best demo you ever got? Honestly.
Last Emperor's Raucous demo. Last Emperor was an ill artist out of Philly and stuff like that. He had a deal with Dre. Emperor never popped. Like, dude is like probably one of the most incredible rappers.
So who are some of the people you've met in your career?
Oh my God! All
Mike's been doing this a long time.
Wow. Let's see. Big. Jay. Rakim. Nas. Cool G Rap. Big Daddy Kane. Shed G. Cool Key. Method Man, Redman.
Who's some of the DJs you met?
Grandmaster Caz, Africa Bambaataa, Cool Herc, Doo-Wop,
Bobbito,
Stretchy Bobby,
me,
DJ Eclipse, WooTheHousecat.
I wasn't Woo back then though.
What you call it? For those that listen to techno, Frankie Bones, Adam X, DJ Repeat.
So you've been around a while doing this. Who's some of your favorite artists in hip hop? New school or old school? Who's some of your favorite spitters from back in the day, current day? It doesn't matter.
Cool G Rap, Big L, Biggie, Tupac, Scarface, my man Ill Bill. Who else? Now, US for nowadays, like Joey Badass, like Action Bronson. Bronson's the real deal right there. I like Bronson. I think Bronson.
Big shout out to Action Bronson and Joey Badass. What's poppin'?
Yes.
Let me throw Life and 8-Track in my mix. I'm gonna throw the faculty, my boys definitely in my mix.
No doubt, my people's family right there. But like lyrically, like I'm a lyrical dude. I like to hear lyrics. I don't like to hear a hot beat.
So who do you think is the hottest lyricist out today? Right now, the hottest dude, hands down, blazes the microphone, kills everybody. Now I'm gonna tell you my favorite. You give me your favorite.
Action Bronson.
Really?
I love Bronson.
He says Bronson, but I'm gonna say my man Joel Ortiz. Big shout out to my man Joel Ortiz doing it big. I'm gonna say Joel Ortiz.
But here's the thing,
Joe Budden.
Joel's dope. Joel's dope, but cats don't remember that used to be Quick Man. Joel's been around. Joel's been around.
But they don't know that. You know that.
I know that. But like if you're talking about somebody that just jumped on the scene, Bronson's a big.
I said anybody. Anybody.
But shout out to Jadakiss.
I think, and I'm gonna go out on a limb with this, and I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of blasts, people blasting me for this, but I think Joel is hotter than Jada. No disrespect to Jada. Jada's a legend. Jada's a legend, but here's the kick with Jada. Jada hasn't put out a good album in a long time. He hasn't, and we can agree with that.
But at the same time, Jada does a feature and he kills it.
I'm gonna disagree, man. I think Jada, there's a lot of dudes that I think are past their prime, and I'm gonna throw Jada in that list. I think he should move on to bigger and better things. I think his rap days are over. This is just my opinion. No disrespect. I love Jada. I've picked up a lot of Jada stuff. I just think he's past his prime, man. I mean, I move on. It's time to make room for other dudes, and that's just Woo's opinion. But you say Jada Kiss?
Yeah, I like Jada.
Okay, and if you had to choose a female?
Female, okay. New upcoming, Snow the Product.
Snow the Product. We both agree. Snow the Product is a beast. She's a beast. So everybody that hasn't heard of Snow, go check her out. Snow the Product. She's crazy. And besides Snow the Product, my favorite is, of course, L'Oreal. She does her thing. She really, really gets it in.
I like Persia. Shout out to Persia.
Shout out to Persia. Yeah, Persia does her thing. She does her thing.
Underrated.
Definitely underrated.
I think my homegirl with the right back end and the right support, that girl could be a
You definitely need to come stand in front of my camera, Persia. Give me 5 minutes of your time.
A major artist of power.
What do you think is wrong with hip-hop today?
Wrong today?
Yeah.
Come on, man. The commercialism. The commercial bullshit. I mean, but this is going on from rocking, like, we used to rock ballads, now we rock with cells. I could come out tomorrow and make a song about, or produce a record about the hottest thing up. You can make phone posits or something like that. Or you can make a fucking record about...
So you're not into the commercialism?
Nah, the commercial... All right, listen. Like, on the real shit, I'm gonna keep it 100. If I wanted to be crooked in this game, I could be a billionaire.
Right.
But my heart's not gonna make me be. Maybe that's why I've been underrated in the game. Maybe that's why the game never let me grab to the top, because I chose to be humble.
Okay.
Because I chose never to be crooked and never dick the next man over.
Okay.
Now I've seen people in this game.
So do you feel commercialism has something to do with being dishonest?
No, not at all. But what I'm trying to say is, like, cutting corners and stuff, or cats are in the game for money. It's like now the game has become.
So you're talking about the Rosses, the Waynes.
Yeah, the commercial.
Even Diddy, and Diddy's a $580 million man. Like, I look up to Diddy, but
Puff wanted. Hey, I can't knock him for trying to make money.
Okay.
But where the real pure heart and soul of it.
Right.
Puff, you don't make heart and soul. I'm sorry.
Puff, I love you, man. I love Puff. The whole Bad Boy team. I mean, shout out to my man French Montana and everybody.
I mean, like you seen, like, we take the Locks for the ancestor. Yo, Locks, when you took the fellas out, it was like you had them in shiny suits and stuff.
So you don't like the shiny suits?
No, not that glam. The glam stuff's gotta go. Gotta go. It gotta go. It's not the hip. I mean, what cats don't realize. Let's talk about politics in the business, man. Let's talk about the $1 million record deal.
So, tell us about
we're talking about the $1 million record deal and how artists, like, a lot of young artists get confused. Oh, I want to be this rapper. And like I try to tell, I work with young dads. I'm a social worker by trade. I'm a director of a Young Fathers program. And I try to tell these dads all the time, man, you want to be a rapper, but you need to focus on a career. Like, have something to fall back on, because those $1 million record deals isn't all that. Because label offers you $1 million. What they don't realize is that goes into your budget for the production of the album. It goes for the mixing, the mastering of the album. You want that video, the cost for that, wardrobe, everything's got to be paid back. And then at the end of the day, you gotta sell units.
What he's saying is, if you don't sell, you don't make money, because they got to get paid. It's called recoup.
So, bottom line, at the end of the day, you may be making $30,000 at the end of the year.
Right. And then you got to pay taxes.
You got to pay taxes on that.
And baby mama gets half.
Right.
$15,000 is yours.
Right. It's gone.
And that's not paying your manager or anything else.
Nope.
So what do you think is right with music today?
Right with music?
What's good about it? It's not all bad.
No, of course. Hip hop is not all that. It's not all bad.
Okay.
Hip hop is not dead either.
Okay.
I mean, commercialized hip hop, where is what makes, like, the hip hop purists feel that the music's dead for me, and stuff like that. But we got these Rock the Bells, which exist.
Which is in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's in Brooklyn.
We got the Rock the Bells. We got this hip hop camp, like the cats overseas. They be doing it big. And the sad thing, as someone that's a New Yorker, going all my life in America, is that the Europeans and the Japanese, we got kids overseas.
Well, yeah, they embrace
the art form that are more hip hop purists than our own.
Yeah,
and that shit hurts. That shit hurts. Because it's just like, I see a lot of shit that goes on in the game.
But don't you feel it's time to move on from the breakdancing and the graffiti? I mean, it was good, and I lived it from day one to current day. I've been hip hop day one.
But we want to talk about breakdancing. Breakdancing never dies. We see kids breaking it.
But we've evolved, though.
But it's still in art form. It's still in art form.
For me personally, I gotta say, for me, being around it from day one and current day, I'm 49 years old. Like I said, day one, I don't want to see dudes spin on the head anymore. I'm past that. When I was 15, that was cool. But at 40, 49...
Well, we ain't gonna break.
No, I understand, but it bores me. It doesn't interest me anymore.
No, but you know what? I respect it, because we're taking something that came up from 73 with the breaking and the popping, if kids are still doing that, they still respect the culture. They still respect the culture. See, but that's that one of the things. They respect the dance. But on the MCing is where a lot of the youngsters fell off. Because now it's just like, I can make a record about snapping my fingers. I can do twerking, you know, like some dumb stuff. Like, it's like there's no conscience. It's like, basically hip-hop lost its consciousness and stuff. Like, we don't have, like, when I came up, like, who's doing any like that? Like, remember when Public Enemy came out and you heard Chuck's voice and Chuck commanded the crowd? You know what I mean? Who got you hyped at, like Chuck, and he had a political message behind it. He got us open. Who does it now? It's like,
well, there are no more hype men.
There's no more. There's no more.
That doesn't exist anymore, but I think the culture has evolved.
But wait. Let's go back on that consciousness. Remember, like, yo, fight the power?
Right.
Even if you don't, but that shit got you open.
So here we have, he's young, Mike is younger than I am. We have new school versus old school. We're doing it backwards because Mike is big old school, and I put the old school down, era. And I moved past that, and I'm strictly everything new school all day long. I don't want to listen to anything old school. I'm past that. But I respect your opinion. I definitely respect your opinion. I'm
not saying that the new shit is bad.
Right.
But I'm saying there's a lot of garbage that wouldn't come through the door.
There was a lot of garbage back then too.
Yeah, there it is.
There's a lot of garbage back then too, and I can name a lot of records that were strictly garbage.
Oh yeah.
So garbage doesn't have anything to do with the time. It's just garbage. It would have been garbage now.
But it also goes with the radio stations too, like Twat 97. Yes, I said it, Twat 97.
No, wait. Mike can't say that because the HipHopDiaries.com, man. We don't bash anybody here. I got love for Hot 97, Power 101, and everybody else, man. Mike takes that back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyway, you have a program director dictating what 20 records.
Yeah, but isn't that music, period?
But no, but my whole thing is
that
like,
was back then too.
But you still had, that's some other bullshit with the money underneath.
But it's still the same situation.
But the whole thing is, that's why, like, I respect like Sirius Radio. I respect like Shade 45 and stuff, where the DJs can play what they want to play. Okay. They could break a new record.
All right.
Because you could be the hottest kid, right? I have the hottest record, but you know what? Corporate radio is telling me I need to hit such and such off with 50 grand to get one spin on the week. And
it's politics. It's politics. Moving forward, what's moving forward for DJ Mike Nice? I'm gonna put the DJ in front. What's moving forward?
For the King of Crates?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I think I'm gonna have to open up the vault once again.
Okay.
And you know my mixtapes, man. It's like I don't drop regularly because I like to give my fans and stuff something that's a testament of time.
Okay.
So it's like I'm not gonna give you disposable arts. Like for me, it's like I gotta drop something legendary. So like I don't make just disposable mixtapes.
So when can we look for something?
I'm Spain. So I'm definitely thinking about dropping a Brooklyn Bullshit Part 2. And you know, Part 1 was critically acclaimed, XXL.
Mike has a lot of, when he does what he does, he does what he does.
I do what I do.
He does what he does.
I do what I do.
Yeah, ain't no argument with that. He knows his hip hop too. We might disagree, but Mike knows his hip hop. I'm not gonna, he knows what he knows.
So basically, digging up a couple of more Lost Biggie joints.
All right.
Some more J demos, some Rare Kane shit. I think I'm digging to the vault.
You want some rare stuff that nobody's heard? You hit DJ Mike Nice. Give him your email, Mike.
Oh, DJ Mike Nice 75@gmail.com.
He's got some rare shit.
That's it. I mean, like I trade records with Just Blaze. I trade records with Stretch Armstrong. Like I mean, when the elites in the games are coming to you for certain records, or oh my God, such and such lost the instrumental. Mike, you have a copy of the instrumental. Mike, you have a copy of this acapella. I got it.
What's your Instagram, your Twitter?
The real DJ Mike Nice on Instagram, DJ Mike Nice on Facebook.
Okay.
You know, there's some fake DJ Mike Nices out there.
There's only one. There's only one. The real DJ Mike Nice.
Right. So, but yeah, man, definitely work on some more mixtape project-wise.
Okay.
Like probably I want to do. Definitely, I always said I wanted to do it. I want to do like a Coochie Rap legacy, like a definitive mixtape. Definitely want to do that.
Okay.
Brooklyn Bullshit Part 2. Definitely look forward to that. Definitely another Nas. Like they went crazy when I dropped the original Nas. Please listen to my demo. Got some more Nas rarities in the stash.
Okay.
I want to drop that.
Okay.
Let's see. And then definitely get back on the production tip.
That's what's up, man. Is there anybody you want to shout out or send love to? I mean, I know you know a lot of people, but it took them to help you get here.
Oh, absolutely, man. Shout out to Premier, shout out to DJ Clips, shout out to Stretch, Shout out to my man Domingo. Shout out to Aiden Life. Shout out to my man Kirby from the original Harlem Music Hub.
G-Rap.
Shout out to my man G-Rap. Shout out to Necro. Shout out to Ill Bill, Coca Nostra. Definitely. Shout out to Upstairs Records, Charlie and Nike. I know you still out there. I know you still follow me. I know you still see I still do what I do. But if it wasn't for you, I would never got into this business. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to DX. Shout out to my family, K Blaze. Man, so many cats, just to name.
So we're gonna have to cut him short, man.
Yeah.
This is DJ Mike Nice, man. Check him out. King of the crates. He may be old school, man, but he knows what he knows and he does what he does. Look out for his mixtape series getting ready to drop. Check out the HipHopDiaries.com. We'll let you know when it drops. This is your man WooTheHousecat, Trackstars.com, HailsOfHipHop.com, HipHopDiaries.com. Grind Squad, baby. If you don't believe what you hear, believe what you see. I'm out of here. Peace!
Grind Squad, baby.